Hi, my Sagittarius collective. My favorite sign. I'm just kidding. It's because I'm a Saggy. Anyway, I'm here to give you your message for September 2025. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to be focusing on astrology because let's be real, astrology is the beginning and the end. That's how I see it. Like planets, the way they move, the way they shift, they send magnetic frequencies that affect our sun, that affect our moon, that affect the polarities of our planet, which means that they affect the magnetic field on Earth, and that magnetic field affects our magnetic field, which is our energy centers, and we do things based on that. So talking about that, we're going to focus on 3 events in September that are going to be strongly impactful with the astrology, and then that will in turn affect us. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, I recommend you to do that. Every Saturday or Sunday, one of the 2 days, I try to put out the astrology for the entire week. If you know what's going on in the astrology, then you can like kind of plan out your week to avoid BS. All right. And besides that, I take that same video, divide it up for every single day of the week for those that can only have small bites of information at a time. And daily, I pull out the astrology of the day. So keep that in your mind, in the back of your head, especially if you're wanting to really stop having the world F with you and you have a little bit more control on how to move forward. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is September 7th, 6th and 7th, which is this same week, okay? And the 6th, the biggest thing about it is that Uranus will be going in retrograde in Gemini on the 1st degree. The last time that has happened was in 1941 all the way to 1949. That's when the World War II ended. That's when the people revolted against all the tyranny in the world. This is when we had trials against the Nazis. This is when we had civil war, etc., because people got tired of the BS. Now, that's worldly, but let's talk about how that's going to affect you. For you personally, this is you having an uprising against yourself. You have done things to self-sabotage. You have actions, habits, things that you have fallen into as security blankets that are kind of hindering your movement forward, and you're kind of bringing it to light. This energy is going to be active till February. So all your BS is going to come to light. And you know that Sagittariuses are really true to themselves. We're kind of like, man, I'm being stupid. And this is what I'm talking about. You're just going to notice where you're being stupid, and it allows you to correct the field and change things, because we're mutable. The second thing that's happening is there's a full moon in Pisces, and that's a lunar eclipse. The thing is that Pisces is being strongly influenced by Saturn, okay? And that's going to happen for a good couple of years. On and off, it moves to Virgo because it moves around a little bit, but it's always Pisces, right? So like legit, I would always be looking at the Pisces readings, because they are, for the next 2.5 years, they are strongly going to influence you because of this. Okay. So if we're thinking about that, we have Pisces eclipsing out something. Saturn in Pisces is kind of showing us our BS. So what we're eclipsing out is a BS that we have inside of ourselves. Now, because it's a moon, it has to do with your subconscious. It has to do with magic, and it has to do with your mind, right? What people, you don't allow people to see, your inner world, your emotions. All right. That's what's phasing out. And that goes along with this trine, which is a return of energy of Jupiter and Cancer. Now, if you guys have been following me astrology, you know that Jupiter and Cancer have been playing a game for a while. And what you're being asked is like, do you still want to continue living this BS world, or you want to be living this world? And what you're going to do about it? Call back all your power, call back all your seeds, take your seeds out of this ground that is literally not going to give you shit. And this can be a relationship, this can be a family group, this can be an organization, this can be channels that you're linking into on YouTube, this can be, or on social media, that are like dragging you into this abyss of darkness and conspiracy theories. This is one of those things where you're pulling it away from people, places, things, energies, frequencies, even deities that no longer, you've been like working with them for a long period of time, and they ain't giving you shit, and you guys aren't working with each other. So why in the hell are you still doing it? That kind of stuff. So let's find out how it's going to affect you. Remember that what I say to you at that time, that's the legit message. This is just the confirmation of it. Okay, so let's see what's up with this. This is the before tarot. And do you see this? This guy is walking all chillax, all cool. And here are some fools with some swords over there getting ready to pounce him. I mean, isn't that the story of Sagittarius? You're all chill, you're minding your own business, you're in your own lane, and here comes some fools hiding in the background waiting to stab you in the MFing back, to kill you. Really? They think they're going to KO you, whatever. Then we have another 10. That's a 10. And here's another 10. And this is the 10 of Pentacles, and it came in reverse. That's interesting. What is? Look at this. And then we have the swords that want to be penetrating through your heart. And here's the crow talking about black magic. Okay, legit, this sounds like they're lurking in the background to make sure that you don't get your spiritual inheritance and to break your heart through magic. I mean, come on. Sometimes these cards piss me off. Look at this. And then what's crossing, because this fell right across like this, crossing the 3 of Swords, we have somebody planning some kind of attack in this moon. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is pissing me off, you guys. You guys made me cough. FYI, I've been a little bit missing in action here because I got bronchitis and then it triggered my asthma. And so I'm going to cough every once in a while. This is bullshit. That's all I'm going to say about that. You know what? I've been feeling this. I don't know if you guys, you Saggies, know what I'm talking about, but I've been feeling like something is coming, like some bullshit is coming. This is what this feels like. All right, what you going to tell me about this bullshit? The actions they are taking, Page of Swords, is naive. It's going to lead to their freaking judgment. I mean, like, enough said. Here's 10, 10, and here's 20. I mean, their actions are leading to this. Like, and then they cry about it. Like, you're such a bad guy. You know what? If you come and, okay, if I am the angel, right? Because the Sagittarius is represented by the Temperance card, which is the Earth Angel, okay? The only way you become an Earth Angel is if you already have been the demon and you've come into peace and harmony and balance with that demon, and now you're in that ascended energy. But that doesn't mean the demon is not there. And if you come and visit the devil at the door, why then are you going to cry about the judgment that's going to fall upon you? That sounds like a you fault. I'm just saying, look at this. I just finished telling you because you're in this energy. You're in the energy of the new world. And your dark and your light, they're one in this new world. So you either get the angel or you get the demon. You choose with your stupid actions. And I can tell you that whoever this is going to choose the one that, you know, that sounds like a them problem. This is starting to piss me off. Look at this, the Tower. And they're going to be shocked. They're going to be shocked because they're not going to expect that you're going to have the demon out and roar at them. They thought that they were going to be able to go there and do whatever they wanted and mess with you. And here you are. And you get on your car and you're like, you know what? What sounds like to me is that you got to go in your own lane because I'm getting in my car, getting uncomfortable, and I'm going to move on away from you. You just confirmed to me how I don't need you in my life. And this is crazy because I literally got Judgment, a major arcana. The World card, a major arcana. The Tower, a major arcana. Strength card, a major arcana. And Chariot card, all in a row. So this is like, I mean, I would like to say that they're going to do something different. But the reality is it's already been written. Because right here, the King of Pentacles, because you're about to receive your inheritance. And they're watching you step into this new world. and they're fucking jelly. And you're going to become the high priestess. Like, they don't want you to sit in your throne, whoever they are. And I know they might be embodied in people that you know, but I need you to understand, okay? This is like the Matrix. And if you haven't seen the movie, oh, well, that's your fault, right? But in there are people that are awoke, right? The ones that stepped out of the Matrix. And when you stepped out of the Matrix, Agent Smith, which is the program, and I want to say the orders, the principalities, the demons, the energies of the world, cannot step into you because you have taken possession of your vessel. But they can step into all the other people around you. All of them are Agent Smiths. And they go through their wounds, their doubts, their fears, etc., etc. So you might be fighting a cousin, a sister, a brother, a mother, a coworker, a boss, a fucking rando in the street, right? But they're not that. They're Agent Smith. And so I recommend you to see The Matrix #1 if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Because then it links it together for you. Bottom of the deck, your union is happening. Bottom of the deck, people from the past are going to scheme. Bottom of the deck, they're not expecting you to fight back, and you sure shit will, because you've invested too much time, energy, and effort in the work that you have been doing, and you're going to get to the finish line because you've been investing in that, and it's time for you to get your crown. And that is what this Pisces eclipse is going to do for you. You guys, sometimes people just, they're fucking stupid. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't want to eye roll, but I feel like my eyes are going all the way in the back of my head right now. People give me a headache. Stupid. All right, next thing. September 21st. September 21st, there's a new moon in the sign of Virgo. And guess what? If you were checking out my astrology that I do every week, you would find out that on the 23rd of August, there was a new moon in Virgo. I also said I'm going to tell you something that other astrologers are not going to say, but it's something that my guides told me about astrology for me, right? Which is that there was a faux solar eclipse on the 23rd because the moon was in Virgo and the sun was in Virgo. And I said, this is a faux eclipse. There's something big that's going to eclipse out of your life. Why am I telling you this? Because on the 21st, there's an actual solar eclipse in the sign of Virgo, and there's an actual new moon in Virgo. This was a portal for those that didn't know. And so what I need to tell you is to be mindful and return in your mind what it is that happened to you from the 20th all the way to about the 27th of August. Because things happened that time. It was either definite yeses from you and definite no's from you of people, places, things, energies, and frequencies. Right? This can be like, I no longer like this fucking channel. I'm going to discontinue being a subscriber of it. I am no longer going to be going to this friend group. I no longer want to talk to this person, or I want to go here. I want to do that. I'm going to move in this direction. And these things are the things that are strongly going to be moved in your 3D reality for this eclipse. I'm sorry. Why do I say that? Because first it's a solar eclipse. So while the other one was a lunar eclipse that had to do with your emotions, subconscious, magic, intuition, this has to do with the sun. Things that are in the light, your 3D reality, actions you take, movements you make, discernments that you create. And there is also an opposition with Saturn and Pisces. And Saturn and Pisces is where you're being called on your bullshit. And you need to decide to go in another direction. So this is whatever you used to turn your face to, now you're turning your back to. You're doing a 180. You're like, I don't know your name. I don't know your energy. And then the other things that you used to turn your back to, you're like, I think it's time for me to go that direction. So keep that in mind. Let's find out how that's going to affect you. Look at that. I split the deck on the Magician. look at that. Queen of Swords. Didn't I say off with their heads? I do feel it. And we see the Knight of Coins. You're going to cut something out and you're going to slowly invest in something else. The Moon card. Because of the moon. Seven of Coins in reverse. There is something that you've wasted enough time on and you're not going to waste time on it anymore. I feel like it's going to keep squawking at you, but you're going to focus on what it is that you want to create. And you're like, it sounds like a you problem. I'm done carrying you. I'm done helping you. I'm done doing things to try to help you out. And that is crossed by the Temperance energy and the Lovers together. Literally, it's saying, I have chosen the direction I want to take. It is not you, because I'm going to focus on things that will bring me happiness and not things that will weigh me down. And you weigh me down. And this, like I said, can be a person, place, thing, energy, thought process. Here's the Hermit energy. Now we have 3 major arcanas in a row that came out. See, these are big events for you guys. The Hermit energy is talking about kind of going within, doing a journey by yourself. Page of Wands. Something that is new to you that might seem a little bit, you might be a little bit scary because you're a novice on it. It's not something you're aware of, but it's going to create a tower. Second tower you get. It's literally going to break things down. It's going to break down the old limitations, the old blocks, the old structures that limited the way that you were able to move forward. It's going to remove that. It's going to move you forward in a new direction. And then we have in the bottom of the deck, the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. That is interesting because here we have 2 masculine energies. And these 2 masculine energies feel like they're around you. There is one that is very earthy. There's one that's very emotional. This can be, if you were thinking earthy, it would be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. If you were thinking water, it can be Cancers, Pisces, and Scorpio. These are the 2 energies that are around you. Doesn't necessarily mean that that's the sign of the people, but the attributes, the positive attributes of them might be showing up around you. And then we have, look at how the Magician came out again, because you're writing them back into your story because you wield the magic wand. What does that mean? That means that you are starting to align to your true soul family with the 10 of Pentacles, and you're starting to call into your existence the people, the emotions that are going to actually help you. You're not only helping yourself, but you're helping energies that are like you, your soul family that's around you. And right, I'm seeing here the things that used to hold you back. Do you see how the Llorona is being pulled by her hair here? The things that hold you back, they no longer are burdens that you're going to allow to carry in you. You're starting to notice the false love because you're starting to step into your authority. Honestly, it just feels like the song, My Name Is No, My Number Is No, You Need to Let It Go. This is what that feels like. It feels like an energy in which whatever used to call your attention, make you focus on them, try to be part of your life, that has never bared any fruit for you. Instead, they drain you and they take, you're just going to be like, yeah, that sounds like I don't care anymore. I don't need you in my life. I don't want you in my life. It sounds like a problem and I don't want it. Right? So last thing I want to check out is September 22nd, which is the autumn equinox. This is clearly knowing what direction you should move going forward and actually changing course and action. So the first thing that we have is the Jug, lighthearted and carefree. But then we have that with an empty chair. Someone is leaving your life. I mean, literally, this is the depiction of Sagittarius, where they're like, you know, it's all right. You can leave my life. I forgot your name. Whatever. And it's just like, it is what it is. And then you move on. Then we have the Carrot, opportunity and windfall, followed by the Peacock, beware of pride. I mean, that always, you know, sometimes when things go your way, you can be a little pompous. But hey, Sometimes it's like because you deserve it. You've been like messed with for so long, and then here we have the door. Opportunity is waiting for you. A second windfall in opportunities. Just like doors are going to keep opening for you. Actually, the peacock with a lot of eyes remind me of Archangel Uriel, because he told me that he made that bird, and it's talking about all the eyes. So there's like a lot of people's eyes on you. And I feel like that's going to bring you a lot of opportunities, and it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. I wish I can tell you that you should be sad about the fact that this person is leaving your life, or the situation is leaving your life. But to be honest, dude, it's totally on point. It's freaking amazing. Like, it's literally to the point where it's like, now that this weight is off of you, this stagnation is off of you, this thing that used to limit you is off of you. Now that that's off, it's kind of like you're now getting all these opportunities, getting all this windfall. Everything is going your way. So I'm wondering how much they took that you weren't even aware of. So I hope this helps you. We'll see you the next time.